All right, hey guys, welcome back to another solo game playthrough of Galactic Cruise. This is going to be a playthrough voted on by you guys for the month of January, so it's the January game of the month. I need to put my resources somewhere that we can kind of see them. Guess I'll set them here. And so we're gonna be doing playthrough with the the last playthrough, which was a while ago. We did with the advancements expansion, so we're going to be doing the accommodations expansion today. So we'll kind of talk about what the game adds, some of the things that change. It's a lot of modules, of course. So like any other kind of thing, there's more agenda cards in there. There's a couple of these tiles for expert workers, and this one in this case lets if our expert workers doing our piloting our cruise, we pay one less when we get to a destination. We also have two of these development tiles up there. I don't remember what they're called, the technologies or whatever. And this one says when we attract, we can pay, whenever we attract a guest, we can pay an ad to also trigger the bonus on one of our matching cabins. Because the big thing with this is the specialized blueprints, which I think... So ship showrooms. Let me just make sure that makes sense for that. I think it has to be built, which would make sense. Where are they at? Well, pretty sure that's what that does. And then the other one, which is right next to it here, is going to be called index reservatory. It says when you gain at least one income. One meeting bonus, also gain one bonus adjacent to your one bonus adjacent to our marker here. So we can end up getting some stuff. If we're here, we can get one of these two. So those are the two. The other one we have is a nutrient compactor, which all launches require one less food. And then we have synergized software. After playing an agenda card, you may gain one from the face-up display by paying the bonus listed next to its space twice. So you can I can play one and then pay that two reputation or whatever to get another one. So we have that. Now the big kind of thing gets added here is really going to be the specialized blueprints. So just like the advancements expansion, there are going to be ways that these have to hook up to each other and line up. You have matching cabins, so you can't just put them like this or they don't work. You have to kind of line them up like so. And the big thing here is instead of there's a day in space, instead of getting the bonus here, we're going to get the bonus on the cabin itself. So you're going to actually place out a worker. So, for example, if my ship was like this, I had a 2-ship. If I had I could place my purple worker there and get 3 ads. Or I could place my orange worker and get 3 ads. So those both happen to be getting ads, but there's all kinds of bonuses here. This is getting 2 food off of this one. This one would be gaining a blueprint. This one would be gaining 2 different resources and a money. So you can kind of see that's what you're getting instead. You can activate one of them with 1 worker per time in space. The other kind of thing it adds are these quick start they're called starting upgrade cards. And what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these up, and we're going to get 2 per player. In solo, we're going to give 1 to Rachel. But what's going to happen is we're going to draw these 2 cards, and we're going to choose one of these, and we're going to get to take one of the bonuses here and add it to the deal, and then and we'll get that immediately. So I'm going to take this one because I don't think I want to do this one. Oh, I guess I could get an upgrade out, another tile out now, but we'll do this on our first turn. So we're going to wait to do this, and then, of course. I guess the one thing I don't know is if I'm not using those particular things, because we also have a couple of these, which let us activate one of our, this gives us 3 reputation, and this lets us activate one of our things built out here. So I don't know if I have to use that, but I'm going to give this one to Rachel anyway. So let's go ahead and finish all the startup. So let's go ahead and place out her cog on number 2. So 1, 2, so we'll go here. I'll give her a reputation, and then she'll take this and remove it, and then we're going to place out one of ours, and the cruises are all kind of a lot, so I think we're going to take this down here, and I'll place this out. Where do we want to go? I think I like the idea of going here. So we're going to go there. And then the one we're going to take, there's a lot of purple. There's some orange. This costs a lot. But I think I'm going to take this one. Because there's just a lot of purples down here. Okay, so we'll add those there. We'll get our starting card. Okay, Angel Investor gained 4 money when we bring everybody back for a meeting. And I think that's going to be it. So we're going to take one of these. I'm going to choose this one, so I immediately get to activate this bonus, which gets me an add, and then I'll place it here. So if I go to orange, I've already got an upgrade there. This also gives me an income for all my cubes out, but I don't have any cubes out. And then she'll take this one immediately, and she doesn't get any bonuses, but now this becomes cheaper for her to hire an expert. And then we remove them. And there's a big, fat stack of these. So, yeah. So, all right. So let's just hop into it here. I'm not going to go over the rules. I've done that in previous playthroughs, so you guys can check those out if you don't know how to play the game. We're going to be playing on hard, but not hard plus. So the income bonus for her experts is still going to only get her 1 point instead of getting it twice. Okay, so let's hop into it here. Okay, so kind of looking at stuff. Our goals, too, are to have 13 combined points of built things here, have 2... upgrades in 2 different places, so that'll work for purple because I already have one in orange. So I can try to get that purple one launched quickly. And then this is to have, what does this one have? That goal, is it in here? Cockpit scoring. Where are the goals at? I think it's to have the same. I don't exactly know what that is. What's the what is it called? Accomplishment? Yeah, company goal. Where's all the list of the company goals? Because I'm not totally sure. 30 and 14. I'm not totally sure what that symbol means. And I would have thought it would have been in the, maybe it's in the employee handbook. Okay, this one is X set of networks and technology development. Wait, X sets of network and technology. So like I have to have 2 sets of like 2 here and 2 here. Okay. Okay, that's what that means. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's hop into it. I may have to reference that in a bit. Okay, so let's figure out what we're going to do here. So I know that I want some blueprints, and we're going to probably run purple. That's an expensive one to do, but it's probably okay. To get that built, or I'm going to probably try to build something cheap and just run purple on that one. So we could go here and take this for sure, which will just get us some money, but it'll be a cheap one to build. Oh, I have to make sure my stuff matches too. Shoot. I could take this one, because then when I build it, I could... Nope, I don't want that one. I need this one, honestly, because this one also doesn't work. This one. Nope, that one doesn't work either. Gosh darn it. Okay. I need like something very specific for this. I need like a top and a right, or a left and a right. I guess I'm going to spend a reputation to wipe these. See if we get something better. Because I'm not a particularly big fan of all those options there. Like, this one would be nice. Nope, that one's the other direction. I need it to be the other way around. Shit. Okay, here, this one. This will work, because I can add that one there. Okay, perfect. Okay, whew. So we're going to do that. And then I think we're just going to actually... We're going to take 2 agenda cards. We're going to take this one. This one. Okay, and we'll bring those down. Okay. All right. So Rachel's going to go. We're going to flip. She's going to place out a worker here. And then I'm also using the neoprene mat. I'll also use that. So she's going to take 2 cards, starting from this one and this one. Just discard those. And then she is on the space where the 2 cards are, so she can take another action, which will be to... She can't take this, so she's going to... And she actually can't do either of these, which I think if she can't do either one, she just draws another card. Because she can't take any resources unless she can take from the top. But she won't be able to take 3 anyway. The discard pile, but she wouldn't be able to take 3 anyway. Because she'd be able to take 3 red, and there's only 2, so she won't be able to do that. So she can't take all 3 resources. She does that. And then she would discard a card, but there's no cards to discard. She refills the first resource. So I guess she would have to draw another card. I'm assuming that's what happens, and we're going to play it that way, because she can't do either of those. She can't hire an expert, because this expert costs 10, this expert costs 9. So then she's going to build. She's going to build up here. She's going to build on 3. Give herself a reputation. Okay. Argo. I've got some money. Can I start building out my ship? I think I can. But I probably want to get one of my cogs out first. So we're going to go here. We'll bump the new NPC. We're going to spend 5 to get this one out and place it here. We'll get ourselves a reputation. Then I was going to discard to move up on this to get some more money. Yeah, I'm going to discard this to go 1, 2, 3 for 3 money and a rep. And then that'll be my go. Rachel's going to go. She's going to place here. It'll bump me. And then bumping me is going to get me 2 here. I'm going to take that one, so I get 2 adds. She's going to add 2 cards. She can't, so she'll refill. She'll refill everything and get a reputation. And unfortunately, that's what I wanted to do. And she's going to get the thing, so she gets to play another action. She's going to build 2 deals out, and starting with the 2, she builds this one and this one, and she doesn't care about lining them up, so she's going to build those 2 out. And then this slides down, down, and down. Okay, that was a huge bummer because I wanted to refill that and use my windfall to get each bonus 2 times, but it's fine. It is what it is. Okay, so in the meantime, I guess we can construct some of our ship here. So we'll go here. I'll build 1, 2, 3, 4 to build these 2 cabins. And then I want to spend the money for some resources. I think I do. I'm going to spend some money for 2 resources. We'll get 2 of those. And then I'm going to try to go for this. I need to try to go for that cruise. Okay. Oh, whoops. She has no workers, so she's just going to bring them back. So she's going to pull back, gain herself 2 points. So she's ahead, and then because we'll bring this back to do an action. She can't launch, so she's going to build 2 things. She's going to build 1 and this. So she goes to build this one, and then she'll immediately take these to build the next one. And then she did build 4. I think it's 4. This says 5, but I think on 4 she actually gets the achievement. So she's going to get that achievement, which I believe is this one for her. So she'll move that disk or that cube there. Because I think the cog one is the left one, and then the ship one is the right one. I think it's based on the default tile there. Okay, and then we'll refill. Okay, we're gonna return our workers. I'm gonna use it to get 2 resources, and then I'm gonna actually spend my angel investor. Then when we ever call a meeting, we're gonna get 4 money. And then I get to take an action, and the action I'm gonna take actually is gonna be to get some more blueprints. And I think I want to take. There's a lot of blue out here too. We'll go for this. This one. That's expensive. That's okay. All right. Okay. Rachel's gonna go. Oh, they should go back here. Okay. So she's gonna place out here. Bumps here to here. She's going to take 2 agenda cards. This one and this one. And then she is adjacent to this, so she'll pay me 2 money to take another action. And then she's gonna this costs 7, or this costs 8, and this costs 9, so she can't do that, so she's gonna build. This is gonna be built in the network, and there's only one spot for her to get reputation in the network, so she's gonna build here. And that'll be her go. Alright. So food, I need some more food. So I need to be able to probably get this built to make it cheaper, and then I want to get people to that crew. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna spend 5 money to take this and place it here. I get a reputation, and then I'm gonna take this action, which is going to be to go here, and it's gonna flip over one of these, and I'm gonna flip over. Do I flip over this one? Or do I flip over this one and then like get a steady income in? I don't know. This will get me. Yeah, let's flip this one over. So we're gonna flip that one over. It's gonna get me a money, and then hopefully I can get that stuff going for that. All right, Rachel's gonna go. She's gonna place out on here, which is gonna bump this one to here. She's going to take the resources. So looking at 4, boom, boom. She can't take 3 of them, so she'll discard this card to go up to here and get another thing. Then that action is connected. It's not connected to either space, so she doesn't take another action. Okay, cool. Okay, do I want to gain the agenda cards just so that I can activate this ability? Yeah, I do. So I'm going to go here. We're going to gain the agenda cards. I'm going to discard this, so I get each bonus twice. So that's 2 reputation, 2 ads, 2 resources. This gets discarded. This gets discarded. We refill. And then we're going to pull in 2 purples. So we're going to spend these 2 here to get these 2 purples. Here I get 2 reputation, and I will get 6 money. Because it's a money for each stop, and then it's in for the purple matching the reputation. I think that's right. No, it's this doesn't count. Yeah, Dadoy. Okay. All right. Those are my 2 actions. Rachel's going to call a meeting, so she brings them both back, gets herself 2 more points, and then we'll flip over a card. Can she hire an expert? She can't, so she's going to place this out because this one still costs 8. In the network, so all the network spaces have a reputation spot, so she's just going to start here and go there. Okay. We're going to also call a meeting, and I'm going to get 2 here, and I will get another, I guess I'll get another 2 ads. And then I will take the action to I guess I'll build out one of my gears. It'll cost me 6. It'll cost me 6. I can spend 1 of those and then 5. Take this one and go here, so I can at least get make those cheaper. Okay. So I have no cards, and I could either I don't want to hire anybody yet. I guess I could take 2 cards. Yeah, that's okay. All right. Rachel's gonna go, so we'll flip over and use the back of this card. So she's gonna launch. So she will launch at a 2. We'll shuffle this up. So she's gonna launch here. So when she launches, she's gonna. Oh, I just took the card to choose from. Well, it's fine. I'll just pick a different one. We'll just use this one. This choice is 3. I forgot what card it was, but she'll take this one. So she'll take this here. I get through all the motions on this one again. And then she'll get these 2 for it. Again, she doesn't really care about it matching up. So on her launches, come on. Okay, so she will choose based on the numbering system, place it on the ship. If she has she adds if she only adds 2 tickets because the cubes are sold. She adds a progress cube to the track. Oh shoot! I would have gotten this. Because I got 2 sets. So I got this last turn. Okay, so then we'll go into an AGM here in a second. Okay, I didn't realize that I got this one. So, not that it matters, it doesn't bump up for her, but I did get that one to Doy. Alright, anyway, sorry. So then she's going to flip this cockpit over. She's going to score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Because of the victory point values on her stuff. Then this is going to cost 4, but she only has 3. So it says, compare the printed fuel cost, the largest visible number on her fuel row. If it's higher, she needs to spend reputation to supplement the fuel cost, reducing reputation past the required number of resource icons. She's going to go back because there's 1 there, so that supplements it for her. She puts a progress cube up. She chooses a cruise based on the numbering system, which she already has this one because it's the only one that can go. And then, she flips over that. And then she's going to take one of these ones here, and then this person will go up here. Okay. So she launched, and I think that's everything for that. So then lift off. Okay. So she did that. We're going to go into an AGM. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to score this. I have 2 plus 1, so I have 3. So 3 times 1 is 3 points. She has 2 times 2, which is 4 points. And because I have the extra one for being ahead on the reputation track, then we're going to switch out this for this. Then we're going to add in, this is going to add in 3 cogs. So this one's going to go. Sorry, it's just a lot that I'm keeping a track of as much as I can. All right, so she's in space. She's already launched. I've got to figure out my life here about doing that. I need to get something built, and I need another. So I need to get another thing here, and then I need to get something built. So, and then we'll replace this. So this gets replaced. This brings these 2 down, and then we add in those there. Okay. I most definitely need to get another ship built, another bottom part of a ship. So we'll go here. It'll bump this. This can't bump anybody else, so we'll just go to the next space. We're going to take these two. So I get an agenda card in one of these. The agenda card I'm going to take is going to be this one. No, this one. And then as my next action, I'm going to discard this agenda card that I just got to bump all the way up here. It gets me 3 money. And it gets me a reputation. And there's my go. So day in space. This comes here. She's going to score 10 points for that. And then we'll flip a card over. Okay, so this is going to go here. She's going to take resources. So she takes 1, 2, 3 based on this. And then is she adjacent to the one that takes resources? She is not, so her turn is done. Our go, we're going to build. No, that's not what I want. We're going to build here. So it's going to push her off. She gets a point. We're going to build out this one for 1. Place that here. And then the other one we're going to build out, it's going to cost me 6. I could go back to here to get the rest of the money. I guess we're going to have to do that. So we're going to go back. We're going to go back to here and then here to get myself 2 money, make it 6 to get this built. Or would I rather have, maybe I'd rather have this built instead here and then build this here. No, I wanted the blues together, so we're going to do this instead. Okay, my plan is to, after I retrieve my workers, to get launched again. So she's going to move here. She'll score 6 points. Oh, there we go. And then she can't launch, so she places here. It bumps me out. I will get myself... No, I'll get myself a resource. And then she's going to build 2 things. And she builds these 2. Okay. So now, I think I'm going to launch. Yeah, I'm going to launch. So we're going to launch here. So that's nice that she bumped me so I can launch. So we're going to take this back. Get these and this. So my cube's going to go there. It goes here and goes here. We're going to spend 2 because it'll cost 1 fewer food. So 2 food to go, 3 oxygen, and 3 fuel or blood. I'm kidding. We're going to flip this over and score 4 points. We're going to place this down here. And then this is going to go up here. And then we'll replenish this. Orange moves down, and then we're going to add 2 orange. Because we took 2, and then that's my go. So she goes to a day in space, gets 2 reputation. And then she's going to retrieve her worker, get a point, flip over a card. She's going to launch this other ship. So she launches based on 3. So this one, she takes these 2. She'll take this, flip this over, and score 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. And this is here, and this is there. And then she does complete this goal. So it pushes up this for me. So I have to launch 3 different things, which puts this cube up here. And now she's just in space. So she's just going to hang out in space for a while. Well, she'll come back on the next turn. Oh yeah, these come down. And these come down. And this gets replenished. So it's going to bring down them, and then we're going to add in a purple and an orange. Okay, so now we'll get to see how this works. So we're a day in space. We're going to activate. We have a purple worker here and here. So I get 1 money and I get 3 ads. Because I get to activate this one and I get to activate this one. So that's how that's going to work. So that's our day in space instead of taking that thing. So then we get to do our normal turn, which is going to have to be to pull back. And we're going to get 2 money for doing that. And then the action I'm going to take for doing that is going to be to... I think when launching, spend 1 money instead of 1 to maximum 5. We're going to take this agenda card, and we're going to take this agenda card. And then that's our go. So this one gets done. Those come back here. They get their bonus, which is a point. Here, this gets delivered here for 8 points. 4, 4. And then they'll take their turn. I was trying to have 3 things out. That stinks. Okay, whatever. This is going to get placed here. And then they're going to build 2 things, so they'll need to take one of these. So we'll take these. Slide my board over just a tad bit. And then they're going to take this one and this one. Okay. Okay, another day in space, which is another 3 of these and a money. Okay, where are we going to go? I also probably need to get some stuff built for another like deployment. So we're going to go here. We'll take this one and this one. Or, no, we'll take this one, I think. So we'll take those 2 for that. And then we'll go ahead and take 1, 2, 3 to get 3 of those with this action. Okay. Day in space gets them 2 rep. And then they're going to retrieve for a point and another action. It's going to be taking 2 cards. They can't take 2 cards, so they'll get a reputation and replenish. Okay. Actually, they would have gotten another action off of this turn because they would have built out. So they would have done this for this turn, and then they would have done this. So then they would hire a worker on this one, on an expert, and they can hire this expert. So they're going to hire that expert, which will get them another point. Oop, wrong color. Oh, no, they didn't. Never mind, because this is not connected. Okay, I got it backwards. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, I was thinking it was here. No, we're fine. Okay. They built out based on their card, not from that. So, okay, mulligan. So they don't take this. Okay, mulligan there. Mulligan. Okay. I guess which one of these do they take first? Because they both cost less than 7. The leftmost one. Okay. So that was her taking that action. We're going to go here. We're going to deliver this to one of these spots. And I'm actually going to use... I think I want to use this one to make my experts... I have a bunch, so I'll do this. Every time we get reputation, we'll get more. And then we're going to spend 2 to gain 8 points for that. And then we'll recall to get 2 money. And then we will I think take this action again to go 1, 2, 3 to get 3 here. Okay. They're done. They get a point. This gets removed. These guys go back. And then we'll flip. Okay, so now they're going to place here. That's going to get them... Oh, I should have put another cube up, shouldn't I? No, that was their... yeah, that was their second one. Never mind. They're going to take this one, get them a point. It's placed here. It's not. It is adjacent to this. We'll take another action, which is going to be to do one of these. So they're going to do this one. They're going to take this and this for this one, and that's going to get them 2 reputation. And their turn's done. We're done with our flight. I'll get 2 money. These guys go back home. That gets discarded. Okay, I'm not feeling good about this game. Kind of getting our butt kicked, but that's okay. I got to get this one up and running, so I think we're going to build out those. So I'm going to go here, kick him out to get a point, and then we're going to do... how much money do I have? I guess is a better question. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have to do these 2. Can I arrange these in such a way that I can benefit from them? Yes, I can. Okay, perfect. All right, so we've got that one going for that action. And then I can't really do anything else because I don't have any money and I can't build anything. So I guess I'm going to have to just forego taking the second action. It's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. Okay, Rachel's going to go place out our expert here. This will bump over here. And then I'm going to take 2 cards from the thing. So these 2 get taken. She adjacent to it. She's not, so her turn's done. Okay, so I need to get one of these going. I need to figure out who I'm going to do, which is going to be blue, probably. Blue and purple. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this one. So it'll go all the way around and bump this. She gets a point. We're going to get this, so it's going to cost us 3 adds, because we're going to take this one and... actually, we're going to take both of these. It'll get us 4 money and 2 reputation. And then I get another reputation for getting a reputation. And then I will take this action to get 2 reputation, because again, I get reputation. And I'll get an ad. These get cleared. Okay. Oh yeah, that should have refilled. Alright. She will place out here, which will bump me, which gives me 2 money. Which is totally fine, because I think I'm going to be able to launch by spending this and spending money. So I think I'll be able to launch next turn. So she pushes me out there. Then she's going to take 2 cards, taking this one and this one. And then the card action is adjacent, so she'll flip over another thing, and she'll hire her other one, because this one only cost her... no, this one costs 6, so she won't take this one yet. So she'll build out. We should give her other one of these. And this will get built out up here, and she will go for 4, which goes there. Okay, so her turn's done. Now we are going to launch, and we're able to launch because we're going to use last minute purchase. So we're going to launch this... oh, I have to put my guy out there. Never mind. I can't do that yet. I've got to do that first. So I guess we'll go here. This will bump out. We'll go here. Flip over one of our tokens. The token we'll flip over will actually be the reputation one. So it's going to get us 3 reputation. 1, 2, 3, plus another one because of this ability. Then, that was our first action. Our second action, do I want to take another ship? I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to launch a 3rd ship. So maybe we just card this card, taking this action, get 5 money and a reputation, which gets us another reputation. And then our turn is done, and then we'll try to launch next turn. Okay. Her go. She places out here. She's going to hire her worker. She's going to be able to hire this. So this comes here for 1, and then it was on the same spot, so she'll get to do this action again, which is going to be to fill this up. Whoops. So she's going to fill up. She won't be able to fill it up, so I think she just takes 1, 2, 3. I think she just takes it that way. She'll wait, gaining resources. So if there's no cards in the column, she'll attempt to take 3 of the resource, whichever is listed. Oh, at the top of the agenda card. So this one and then this one. Because she won't be able to, she can't increase that because it was already full. So, okay, so she does that. I was hoping she'd bump me, but she's not. So we're going to do a funding bonus. We're going to come back, or I'll get 4 money. And then the action I'm going to take is going to be to, I want to use the last minute purchases for stuff. I mean, I guess I could just do this and go 1. She can't hire, so she's going to place out here, which will go all the way around. And then she's going to place this cog in 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that goes there. And then is this adjacent to that? It is not, so she doesn't take another action. We're going to launch. So we're going to take this. This and this. We'll put a cube up here, which triggers the AGM. Then, so we do that. We pay 2 food. We pay 3 oxygen. We pay 3 here. And then I'm going to activate last minute purchase. So instead of spending a resource, actually I'm going to wait to do this. I'm going to use this. So instead of spending a resource, I can spend a money instead of a resource up to a maximum of 5. So in fact, I'm going to not spend this. And I'm not going to spend 2 of those. And I'm going to spend 5 money for all of it instead. So we're going to do that. We're going to flip this over. I'll get 3 points for each of my symbols. So that's 6. Oops. And then I will place this here. And then this will go there. We'll refill this. Orange moves down. And then we add 2 orange. Okay. CGM happens. If we're tied for that rep, does it? Whoever's on the bottom, I'm guessing. That usually doesn't happen too often. Or AGM, not CGM. AGM's something else. Okay, we're all considered to have an extra cube. Okay, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols, so that's 10 points. I have 3 symbols times 2, which is 6 points. Then we're going to replace this one with this one, and then we'll bring out another tile here, which will be this one, which will put a cog here. It'll put a cog here, and it'll put a cog here. Okay. All right. So Rachel's going to go. Rachel will place here. So go all the way around, because they can't bump themselves, and gain resources. So gain 1, 2, 3. And then is the gain resources adjacent? It is not, so her turn's done. We're going to drop off here, and I'm going to take... What bonus do I want? I will get to activate... I'll get to put one of my cubes up, which will be nice. Whenever you pass reputation bonus, immediately gain it. Whenever you play an agenda card, gain the resource on it and its effect. You may bump your own worker. I think I want to bump my own worker. So we're going to go here. We're going to spend 2 ads to get 8 points. Yes. And then we're going to do our turn. So our turn will be here. We'll bump this, give them a point. We're going to hire somebody. This will cost 6. We'll get our expert. It'll get us 2 more money. And then we'll take 2 agenda cards. We'll take these 2. Okay. Rachel's go. She's going to launch. And I think when there's a choice that she's going to take the one that hasn't been sent yet, right? Man, she's launching like crazy. Ship that hasn't launched yet. Okay, so she's going to launch this ship. So 2, she's going to go for this one. So 1 here. She scores 4, 5, 6 points. And then she'll take this one for that because she's already hired this person. And then it costs 2 and she has plenty, so she doesn't pay anything. Okay, I think that's it. And then we'll refill. That comes down, and we add another one. She's like a launching machine here. Okay, we have a day in space. So our day in space is going to be, I can take any of these really. So I can take 2 agenda cards. I can take 1 agenda card, or I can get this, which I can't really take the agenda card. Unless it lets me take it from the top of the deck. Can I just take it from the top of the deck? Specialized segments. Draw 2 agenda cards. Draw 1 agenda card. So let me just take it. Agenda cards. Agenda cards. So usually I take them from the display. Anytime you draw agenda cards, you may draw from the cards on display or spend a reputation to draw from the top of the discard pile. Okay. I'll spend a rep to draw this card because I want to be able to take 1, and then we're going to get a blue resource. Okay. Oh, I should have put this out for... Oh, not yet. Yeah, I should have put this one out up here. Okay. Oh, did I put one out for launching? I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did because this is my 2 launches. Wait, this is 2 of these, and this is my second launch. So no, I did. Because launching triggered the AGM. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Because I haven't done 1 objective, and this is my second launch, so that should be 4 cubes. Okay, cool. Okay, so our expert's going to go out, and our expert could do stuff if we did that. But I can bump my own workers, which is great. So the question is, how do we want to do this? I definitely think I want to... Well, I can do last minute purchase again for another launch. Maybe we do want to launch, but I have to set something up for that. Okay, so I need to and I need purple for it. That's fine. So we're actually going to go here, I think. We'll bump this out. He gets this back for a point, or she does. We're going to spend 3 ads for this and this. For here, it's going to get me 2 reputation, which gives me a 3rd, and then 2 money. And then as my next action, I'm going to take this, which is going to get me 2 more reputation, an ad, a money, and a resource, and then this refills. Okay. Rachel goes here. This gets placed out. She gets 6 points. Golly. 6 points for this, because this is completely full. And then we'll flip over. She launches again. So she's going to launch 3, which will be this one. She'll take these 2 here. She'll take... At this point, I don't think it really matters what she takes. Oh, she gets the one that's going to give the most victory points, so it'll be this one. And then it says if she only has 1 cabin, adds a progress cube to the deal, which we know she's going to do that. And then, how do I know which token? She flips over without gaining the bonus 1 upgrade token. She's taken from her engine, launch tower to her engine. She removes them in order, the lower 4 tokens in any order until the leftmost worker, and then after that she takes anyone. Okay. So she needs 4. This is 5, so she's gonna spend that to get the other one. She'll just take this. It doesn't really matter. And then she scores 3, 6, 9, 10 points for that launch. Holy cow. Okay. And that should be her go. Our go. We're day in space again. So I can gain a blue, but I don't. I'm going to gain some cards. So blue will work on both. So I'm going to take this one and gain cards. I'm going to gain this one and this one. And then I gain another one. Which I don't know if I have a... Is there a hand limit? It says 5 right here. Agenda cards. But is that the end of my turn? There is no limit to agenda cards that can be held in your hand in a single turn. However, at the end of your turn, you have to discard down to 5. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So, we're going to... Oh, I wanted to launch this turn, but I'm not going to be able to. Pay $4 on hiring. Oh, we can hire another person. Okay, we'll bring back. And I'll get myself 2 points. At this point, I'm kind of good on stuff. And then... We're going to activate an ability. We're going to activate this one, so I get to pay $4 to hire 1, 2, 3, 4 to hire this guy, which I'll use for another point. That's my go. So Rachel, space, space. So this one's going to get 2 reputation, or 1 reputation. This one will drop off here and get 10 points for all that. So she's at 104. And then she recalls this one for another 2 points. I probably should have given her more points. I'm going to give her another 2 because I think I should have given her extra points for that one and I forgot to. So maybe I'll give her another 2 points to make up for it, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. And I didn't do this. So this comes down, these come down, and we add a blue and orange. Okay. Okay. Man. And then she takes an action. She's going to build 2 things, which she's unable to because her ship is full. So then she's going to spend this to cycle the market. What? Spend 1 reputation, discard all the blueprints from the market, and add 5 new ones. Okay, well, that's fine by me. I'm not even messing with these anyway. Okay. We go to purple. We're going to spend 4 to get 8 points. For 8. Then I'm going to launch this turn. No, I can't launch yet. Shoot. Oh, I should have done that. I was dumb. That's fine. We'll go here. It'll bump all the way around. She'll get herself 2 points. And then we're going to do this and go here. We're going to flip over this one for a point. And then I'm going to activate this. So immediately remove it to the flipped over one and put it aside your board. And I can use it later. But that'll let me at least get that if something happens. So that was my first action. Then my second action will be to... discard this to go up here for 5 money, and then I'm going to get myself 2 reputation because I get the bonus off of this. That's my go. She goes here and gets 12 points. Golly. Okay. This gets placed here. And then she's going to take 2 cards. She can't take 2, so she refills. She gets to this, and then this refills. And then the refill is not adjacent, so her turn is done. We're done with our thing. I get 2 points. These come off. That goes away. Now we're launching. So we're going to launch. So this will come here. We'll take our guests here and here. Oh, I never scored my points for that, right? That would have been 9. I didn't score my points for that when I launched. Okay, so that's 9 points for that one. So here's 1. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I've got my guests. I'm going to place a cube out here, which is going to trigger the end of the game. It's going to cost me 2 food, because I get the discount. It's going to cost me 3 of these, and it's going to cost me 2 of these. I'm going to place this here. I'm going to score 6 points for this. And that's my go. So now we trigger this. So we're going to finish the round. So we'll do the round first. This comes off. There's 2 points for her. Oh, let's add in the other thing. So that gets added in. Blue moves down. 2B get added. Day in space is 2 rep. We place out a worker. She can't build, or she can't do that, so she goes here, takes a cog, places that cog in 6, and then she adjacent to it, she is, so she takes another action, which is to do one of these, so she's going to do number 3, which will be this one and this one to get her 2 reputation. Okay, so now we're going to pull everybody back, so this comes back for me, I'm going to get 2 points. These come back for her for 4 points. And then we're going to take a final turn. So I'm going to be a day in space. A day in space is going to get me 3 ads from a purple worker here and a money from a purple worker here. And then I can take one. I get 1 more action basically. So what do? Do I try to launch again? I could try to launch. I'm not going to be able to because I need to set up my guy to flip over a token. So I don't think I'm going to be able to launch this turn. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to. What do I do to get points then? Do I just try to get like a gang of resources and just have those for points at the end of the game? Can I get both? Can I get 2 of these built out? Maybe. We'll go here. That bumps over. Then can I get 2 of these built? So it'll cost me 5 to get this built out and 6 to get another one built out. So I think I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 for this one because I spent a food, and then 6 for the other one. So I'm going to get both these built out. And I'll just place 1 here and 1 here. And that'll be my go. Day in space for them. So they're going to get 6 points for that. Flip a card over. This gets placed here. It bumps me. I get 2 points. And then they're going to take 2 cards, these 2. And they're not adjacent to that, so they're going to be done. We're going to finish off this by going here, which is going to get me that here. And then because I use my expert for it, I actually don't pay. I pay -1 for that, so I'm going to get 10 points without spending anything. So 83. They're done. They don't have anywhere else to go, so they're going to head back home. Which is going to get them 2 points. This gets away. They'll go to the spot that gives them the most points, and that'll give them the most points. It's the only spot they can do. So they do that, and then we go into the final thing. Oh gosh. Okay. So, for ship scoring, they're going to get. Wait. Okay. Let me just double check this. Okay, let's see. Progress scoring as usual. Reputation scoring as usual. Ship segments as usual. Developments. Cockpits. Okay, so she scores the victory points on the cockpits plus the victory points for each segment, like when she launches. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21. So 39, 59. I'm going to get 6, and then I'm going to get 9, so it's going to be 15. Okay. Then we're going to get developments 15 for both of us. That washes. Then we're going to get reputation. We both get 15 for that as well. Then ship segments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 1, 2, 3. She's at 202. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Next is going to be scoring this. So I get 2 times 4 because I'm ahead, so 8. She gets 4. And then the leftover thing, she doesn't get anything left over, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, which is another 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 151 to 206. So that should be, now I'm assuming I didn't make any mistakes. I probably did make some mistakes, so keep that in mind. But she was a launching machine that game. I don't really know what I could have done. The thing about this module, I like this a lot, but the things are so much more expensive. And like since she doesn't pay, she's just building like crazy. We're like, I've got to really consider that. But I do really, really enjoy the quick start cards because it just kind of gives you a little bit to like get going more. So that's also a lot of fun. So yeah, so that's going to be a playthrough of a Galactic Cruise with the, whatever this expansion's called, Accommodations expansion. So I do want to do a playthrough at some point of doing everything. And I'm trying to think of the best way to go about combining them into one big kind of game. Because basically what you have is there are, of the 2 things here, there are ones in the advancements that have like the upgradable deals, so you can add those in just fine. So that gets added in. The agenda cards all get added in, and if you end up with an agenda card that's not relevant to your ship segments, then you can go ahead and just dump it, because I think there's one that cares about like activating one of them. This is from the other expansion. So these are probably okay, but there are some cards in here that like might care about like, oh, that one's probably, but instead of using a worker to launch, use one of your cubes from your supply. Ignore the +1 for the food. When the cruise ends, return it to your supply and do not gain. Holy cow, that's awesome. There is a card in here that I think cares about. Yeah, activate one of your bonuses from one of your deals that are built. So like that would be something where you just like not use that card. But I think combining everything would work just fine, and then you'd have basically an option for any of the 4 upgrade tokens, which I think I would just pick at random. And then you'd have to choose which set of these tiles to use. So then depending on that, you would either use these or then a random one for days in space. And that's really what it comes down to. You pick a random set of these to use, and then if you end up picking these, you pick those, and then everything else can just be added in. And if something comes up that isn't relevant to a component you're using, you can just discard it. So yeah, so I do think you can actually just kind of throw everything together. Like this one too, is like when you do this, you can pay one to also add bonus, so that you wouldn't use that if you weren't using this. So you just kind of remove those components. I think that's how you would do it. If I'm thinking about randomizing the game with everything, I would pick which one of these I did first, and then kind of go from there. So anyway, that's going to be a playthrough of Galactic Cruise with the Accommodations expansion. Some point soon, we'll do another one. At some point, I don't want to say soon. We'll do another one with all of it together. But that should give you an idea, even if I made a couple rules mistakes. This should give you an idea of how this, what this adds to the game. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.